It's Week 5 of the National Football League, and it's presented by EA Sports. It's the Bills and the Texans, and it's all up next.
We are just about 10 miles south of downtown. You get a look inside NRG Stadium in Houston, the home of the Texans. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, Greg Wild, first month of the calendar in the NFL. Had some great games, some finishes that were pretty special, the usual surprises. Now, we hit October, and like you said, this is where the season really gets going.
Yeah, doesn't it just feel like on the NFL calendar, every month kind of has its own vibe, right? It's September, you're just starting to figure out how good you are. You don't even know how good your own team is, let alone the rest of the league. But once the calendar page turns to October, things start to become a little bit more clear. We know the contenders. We know the teams that have a long road ahead of them. These October games go a long way to setting the table come playoff time later in the season.
The perennial Pro Bowler, Justin Tucker, has it on the tee. And off we go from Houston. He'll get this up to the 28-yard line. Nice place for the drive to start. The Houston offense heading out to the field for the first time. And their quarterback is the all-time leading passer for the Raiders, Derek Carr, the veteran.
When we sat down with him earlier in the week, Mike, as you would imagine, he wasn't exactly thrilled when we brought up the fact that he had 4 interceptions in last week's game. You could tell it was still on the top of his mind. He was still working to put it behind him. I think my biggest takeaway was just how excited he was to get back on the field and have a fresh start. And I think we want to see him get off to a fast start here early, get some easy completions, put last week behind him. If he can move forward and he can play to the level he's capable of, I think they're going to have a lot more success here in this one today.
The run here with Devin Singletary. And he's going to weave his way forward. It's a first down at the 44-yard line. Marshall is on the move. They'll run. This is Jordan Mason. And that one shut down pretty quickly. He'll get back to the line of scrimmage. Nothing more.
The integrity of the defense, Mike, is based on every defender holding their gap. That's exactly what we saw out of this defensive tackle. Not only did he hold his gap, he's able to shed his block and make the play.
And he got rid of that one quickly before the receiver even knew what was going on. That's incomplete. The big tight end, Cole Kmet, the intended receiver. And it'll be third down. Carr working out of the gun. And he goes up top, looking for Kmet. And he's going to be brought down inside the 15.
Well, they've come out swinging here on this opening drive through the air, and that's exactly what they wanted to do. Generate some early chunk plays and try to get some points.
On 1st and 10, Carr. And he'll be taken down rather swiftly after a gain of just 3. A run. And here's Mason. And he's bottled up after a gain of a yard. Play 8 of the opening drive coming up. And now they face third down. From the shotgun, it's Carr. Under pressure, and he'll go down. They got him. Big Leonard Williams that time forces his way in for the sack.
The best thing they did here, Mike, is keep their rush lane integrity. What that means is you have to rush the quarterback as a unit. Keep him in the pocket. Keep him on that X. And when you do, man, he becomes a sit and duck for this pass rush.
Moody's kick is good. And the Texans will take a 3-0 lead.
You know, they did a lot of good things on this opening drive, Mike. I know they stalled out once they got down there into the red zone. They're going to need to work on finishing some of these drives as this game moves along. but that's a good 3 points to start this game.
For the return, it's Keyshawn Nixon. Nice job on the return. He's down close to the 35-yard line. The Buffalo offense set to go to work for the first time. They are led out by their quarterback, Dak Prescott.
Really solid all-around performance last week, Mike, and I think the biggest factor that led to the win is his ability to continue to protect the football. He executed the offense, ran it exactly how they designed all week in practice. Now, it might not have been earth-shattering performance statistically, but they got the win. If he can continue to play that style of ball,